I think one thing that's really interesting is that, even within the nutritional orthodoxy, saturated fat still continues to be demonized, right?
Mm-hmm.
But only 3% of the saturated fat that your average American ingests comes from steak, comes from meat. The vast majority of saturated, like if you were just to accept that saturated fat is the worst dietary nutrient one might ingest.
By the way, that's a psyop.
Yeah.
Literally from the sugar company.
Because saturated fat, a fat isn't a fat. Like, are we talking about saturated fat in dairy? Because that seems to have no negative cardiovascular impact, right? But 3% comes from red meat, excluding mixed dishes. The vast majority of saturated fat that your average American ingests comes from desserts, comes from mixed dishes like pizza, lasagna, egg rolls, things like that.
Good stuff.
Dairy. Yeah.
You're making me hungry.
But it's like we've demonized steak, right? Which is like
Right.
one of the most nutrient-dense things a person can eat, right?
Yeah, we're in a very strange position, this country at least, is with regards to our understanding of what is actually good and not good for you. When I tell people that I eat mostly meat, they're like, "What about your cholesterol?" I'm like, it's like to try to walk them down the rabbit hole of good cholesterol, bad cholesterol, a balance of cholesterol as it relates to plaque in in your arteries. Like, what's really wrong? And is it actual food that most people eat? Is that really what the problem is? Because I doubt that it is. I doubt that it's meat. I doubt that it's eggs. I doubt that that's the problem. And when people are willing to readily consume this processed bullshit on a daily basis, but then demonize steak, I'm like, that is one of the dumbest things that we have become accustomed to. This idea that a steak is delicious, but it's ultimately bad for you.
Yeah. No, it's
We should consume less meat. Bill Gates saying it with a big pot belly.
yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.